Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the 10 craziest facts about Westeros. Let's dive right in. At number 10, Westeros is actually much larger than it appears. Unlike Essos, Westeros is a relatively slender or skinny landmass that extends from the deserts of Dorne to the ice-coated north. George Martin has mentioned that the wall is about 300 miles in length, making Westeros at least 10 times as long when measured from Winterfell to Sunspear. So, based on that info, we can estimate the total area of the continent to be slightly more than 3 million square miles, or around the same size as the United States. However, these values exclude the lands of Always Winter. Number 9, Westeros has some bizarre seasonal patterns. It's best known for its seasonal variations. The climate of this continent ranges from burning summers to glacial winters. The city of Old Town has tropical weather patterns. King's Landing has a Mediterranean climate, whereas the Stormlands are always rainy. Summers and winters are extremely prolonged on Westeros, but these drastic time periods could theoretically be a side effect of the Night King's magic. The Macers of the Citadel determine the duration of each season by employing a complex series of geophysical calculations. Number 8. The children of the forest are native to Westeros. Humans aren't native to Westeros. On the contrary, every individual on the continent is descended from Essosi immigrants. Although the children of the forest are indigenous to Westeros, their origins predate the recorded history of the Seven Kingdoms. Number 7, the continent is home to a number of unique animals. So every dragon in Game of Thrones comes from Essos, but Westeros is home to a number of equally unique animal species. Fans already know about direwolves, but few are aware of creatures like aurochs and lizard lions. The mythology of the Iron Islands describes a kraken-like marine monster, which also doubles as House Greyjoy's sigil, but this entity's existence has not been confirmed. There's other bizarre animals including shadow cats, mammoths, and even unicorns, the latter being goat-based rather than equine. Number 6, there have been multiple human migrations to Westeros. The first men crossed the Arm of Dorne around 12 millennia before Aegon's conquest. This established a quasi-Bronze Age civilization in Westeros. The Children of the Forest attempted to quell this unwanted incursion, which led to 2,000 years of continuous conflict. Number 5, the lands of Always Winter are still unexplored. Jon Snow states that Westeros is quote, stretches much farther than any man knows into the lands of Always Winter where the White Walkers come from during the long night. This region was once dense with green forests and thriving meadows, but became a subarctic wasteland upon the creation of the Night King. The lands of Always Winter are separated from the rest of Westeros by the Wall, which was constructed by Brandon the Builder during the Age of Heroes. Number 4, the Free Folk have invaded Westeros numerous times in the past. The Free Folk and the people of the North trace their shared lineages back to the first men of Westeros. The Wall separates these two societies into politically discrete entities, explaining why most people in Westeros hate their supposedly uncivilized cousins with a vengeance. The Free Folk have been trying to scale the Wall for centuries, long before Mance Rayder's rebellion. Interestingly, there have been other kings beyond the Wall in the past, including Raymond Redbeard. Although the first Free Folk invasion takes place approximately 3 millennia before the Game of Thrones timeline, their attempts are effectively repulsed by the king in the north. Number 3, Westeros is dominated by 3 major religions. So the faith of the Seven is arguably the preeminent religion of Westeros. Even the Targaryen dynasty is forced to align itself with the faith's spiritual dogma. Devotees pray to 7 unique versions of the same deity: the mother, the father, the smith, the warrior, the stranger, the maiden, and the crone. Meanwhile, both the Free Folk and the Great Northern Houses worship the old gods, each representing a specific aspect of the continent's natural beauty. And the third dominant religion in Westeros is limited to the Iron Islands, whose seafaring community worships the drowned god, or he who dwells beneath the waves. Number 2, the seven kingdoms of Westeros do have distinct cultures. Westeros was roughly divided into seven independent kingdoms before Aegon's conquest: the North, the Rock, the Isles, and the Rivers, the Reach, the Mountain, and the Vale, the Stormlands, and the Principality of Dorne. With that being said, the continent has since undergone a bunch of political changes. It now consists of nine distinct territories: the North, the Iron Islands, the Vale of Arryn, the Westerlands, the Riverlands, the Reach, the Stormlands, the Crownlands, and Dorne. Each region has its own languages, cultures, customs, traditions, and all of that kind of thing. And finally, at number 1, the uncharted Sunset Sea is what lies to the west of Westeros. So the Sunset Sea is a currently uncharted water body that lies to the west of Westeros. According to George Martin, no one has ever crossed the Sunset Sea to learn what lies on the other side. Although a lot of explorers have tried and failed, this region may be home to hitherto undiscovered creatures like dragons capable of feasting on Levithians and giant krakens. Queen Rhaenys Targaryen, Aegon the Conqueror's sister wife, once intended to fly Meraxes across the Sunset Sea to see what lies on the western shores, but her plans were cut short by her untimely death. However, Arya Stark's expedition, if we ever get a show or movie or anything on her conquest or on her expedition, it might offer some insight into this mysterious water body. There you have it. There's 10 crazy facts about Westeros. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit that like and subscribe button. It greatly supports me. Until next time.